This past weekend inside the Janelle Center, picked up 2 wins over Midwestern State and Lubbock Christian. What was that like for your program? Tough week last week against WT here in New Mexico to come back and get 2 wins over 2 very good opponents.
I just think it speaks a lot about our culture, that we formed over the last 3 years. We had a really tough week the week prior, and I'm not just talking basketball. I mean, we had some things going on internally that I thought really affected our team and in a lot of ways. And so to see their response to adversity, something I was really proud of with those guys. I thought you saw a team that was really, really focused on competing and playing hard, trying to get every loose ball, chasing rebounds, dialed in defensively, sharing the ball. I mean, you saw 16 assists Thursday. We've talked about that a lot throughout the year, is just getting back to sharing the ball, things like that. But I just thought you saw a team that was committed to the word team, and it took everyone. And we talked about that on Monday, that we didn't need anyone to be a hero, or we weren't looking for a superhero by any means. We just needed people to be elite at their own jobs. And we thought if we could just be better at our own jobs, myself included, I wanted to be better for them as well, that I thought we'd have a good chance to at least, compete a little bit better than we did the week prior. So I was really proud. Those are 2 huge wins. Right now, with the way the league standings are, the point of the season that we're in right now, you can look at it in a lot of different ways, but those are 2 of the best in the conference right now.
Following up on that, you started 2025 0-2 at home. You've since won back-to-back games. What did you see in practice the week prior, and what sorts of adjustments did you make on the court, and how they translate to getting back-to-back wins?
I just kind of laugh at that statement because, we're like 29-4 at home since I've been the head coach here. So, we lose 2 at home, and everyone's asking, what's wrong with our team, what's wrong with our program, and I was a little frustrated by that question after that week, because at that stage you're just going, okay, we lost 2 games, but man, to be almost 30-4 in 3 years is pretty impressive at home, and I think there's a lot of teams in our league that would kill to have that kind of record. So, hey, we start 2025 with 2 losses, but we played 2 of the best teams in the league to open 2025. We can't get home games. We say whatever we want. Look at the teams. How many games we play at home in the fall. It's like 2 or 3 games every single year. All our home games are in league play, so that just shows what we've done in this building in league play. And we're not going to go perfect in league play. I don't think there's been a team that's gone that. Even WT, when they've won it, has lost a game, in league play. So, I think for us it was recognizing 2 league losses. I don't necessarily think it's 2 home losses. Yeah, we want to win every game we play in this facility. We have an amazing facility. I think we got amazing fans. I think we got an amazing administration that supports our program, and we want to win every game here. But for us, the goal is always the same: let's get better every day. And we had a hard week. We went back to work on Monday, and I think hey, everything happens on game night. To me, everything that we needed fixed happened on Monday. When we came back to work Monday after losing those 2 games, I thought our team was a lot different. I thought we were a lot more focused. I think we ironed some issues out that we had in the locker room and on the floor come that Monday before those 2 games.
Your last game against Lubbock Christian, you were up 10 at halftime and you won by 10. Talk about your team's consistency in the second half.
I don't know about consistency. They cut it to 1 with about 7.5 to go, and we wasn't looking good because we went through another one of those spells where we just weren't scoring. I thought our defense played really well Saturday and Thursday. To hold both of those teams under 70 points, and holding Lubbock under 60. Those are 2 teams that averaged about 80 points a game. Lubbock was number 2 in the country in 3-point percentage, and we held them to 1 for 19 from the 3-point line. So I think our defense is the thing that was consistent in the 40 minutes, and I thought we did well enough offensively, to keep it to where it was at. We shifted offenses about the 7-minute mark. We changed second semester what we've been doing. We were a little bit more spread in the fall, a little bit more compact this semester. We went back to our spread the last 7 minutes, and I thought that really helped us finish the thing off.
So you talked about defense. On the offensive side of the ball, each of the previous 2 games, which were both wins, obviously, you lost the turnover battle. So how are you guys able to win on offense despite turning the ball over more?
We can say we're turning over more, but there's still a very low count of our turnovers. It's just we play 2 really good teams that take care of the basketball, and so, if we can keep it under 12, I'm going to be happy with that. When we turned over 10, 11 times, I'm still okay with that because, we're going to be a team that takes risks, and we're trying to take some risks, and we need to, the way we've struggled sometimes offensively. And so, we have some guys that over-penetrate at times and do some different things in transition, trying to force the issue. But I think it goes back to how, solid we've been on the other end of the floor. That allows us to take some of those risks and make up for some of the times we do turn it over. So, I thought we actually did a very good job Thursday and Saturday, of having low turnovers. It's just they're taking care of the ball a little bit better than we did in those two games.
So going forward, your next game Thursday this week and your next game after that, what do you expect to see from the guys these next few days, as well as in practice, to continue or at least get better at establishing offensive consistency?
My message to them after the game Saturday was what we've found again is what I thought we had in the fall as far as our effort and grit and determination. And I told them we need to bottle it up and take it with us on the road this week because, we play St. Mary's on Thursday. They're number 1 in the conference right now, 9-1 in league play, and it's going to be a really challenging game on the road. But we've just played 2 of the best this past week, and that's every night in the league, in my opinion. Bubba Meyer, the head coach of St. Mary's, is one of my closest friends, in the league. We talked every day or 4 or 5 times a week for the last 20 years. And so, our staffs know each other really well. Our teams are going to know each other really well come Thursday. And then we got another big one at St. Ed's on Saturday. And I think Coach Cook's one of the best coaches in the conference as well. So it doesn't matter who's coming up. And I said this after the game Saturday. We're never going to look at a conference game at this stage and say, oh, man, this one's going to be a little bit easier because, everyone's just trying to keep their head above water right now. All these games are really tough. You're seeing some crazy things in our league. And and for you guys, when you look at it, you'll see a bottom team beating a top team. And as coaches, we're not shocked with that because I don't feel like there's any bottom teams in the league right now. I think the league is really good this year. I think anyone can beat anyone on any given night. And I think all we can do right now is focus on ourselves, and that's what we're going to start with today.
You basically segued into my final question. Your next game, St. Mary's, on the road Thursday. This team is unbeaten in the LSC East Division. They're 9-1 in the conference overall. So what kind of matchup can we expect? Do you expect it to be pretty physical, a defensive battle? What can we see?
I think it's 2 of the best defenses in the conference with St. Mary's and us. And I joked, I actually talked to Coach Meyer this morning, and I said, first one out of the 40s might be the one to win this one, and I just think it's going to be a very tough physical game with both teams. They're one of the best offensive rebounding teams in the country, not just the conference, so it's going to be a challenge to keep them off the glass. They've done a tremendous job. I think they play really well together offensively, and they're playing super, super hard and tough on the defensive end, so I think it's going to be a very physical game. It'll probably come down to the last possession, as it seems all our games do for whatever reason, and hopefully we can come out on top, and then, you don't get much rest because you get a day and then you're playing St. Ed's, and I think St. Ed's is just as good. Their record's a little different than St. Mary's right now, but St. Ed's has been in every single game, and I don't know how many they've had come down to the wire as well, and that's this conference. If you look at a lot of teams and see how many 1 to 2 possession games there have been in this league, the standings could be absolutely flipped if those games went a different direction. And I think right now that's what's separating teams, is teams are figuring out how to win close games. And down the stretch, it's going to be the teams that figure out how to win those close games that are still going to be playing come March.
Thank you, Coach.
Yep. Thank you, guys.